Jake Paul versus Rahim Hasim Jr. happening. My thoughts, my theories, my predictions, thoughts. I'm happy that Jake's taking this fight. I don't want the Tommy Fury fight to happen again. Tommy does not deserve to have a third fight. Do I think he's ducking Jake? No, but at the same time, Jake makes some valid points, which I can't believe I'm saying that. So honestly, Tommy should just move on and just continue his career. End of story. Let's just end this here, because it's just not gonna happen. It just was not meant to happen. Just like me getting a girlfriend is never gonna happen. It never was meant to happen. My thoughts on Jake Paul taking on Hasim Jr. Sparring partner, got heated. I think this guy's for real. His interview proves that he was taking it light on Jake. He was doing it one-handed, and the footage proves that. And that he wasn't giving Jake his all, and that Jake was going like, on the ropes, thinking he won, which goes to show, like I've been saying for the past 2 years, his team are yes men, and he is delusioned because his team is making him think he's won, and they're not telling him, hey, we're making sure these guys go easy on you. And we've heard stories about Jake Paul's sparring partners getting kicked out because they were going too hard on him, and yada yada yada. So, I mean, I think there's a reason why Jake Paul isn't a beast in the ring. Or why he isn't so good against Tyron Woodley. It's because he's not getting realistic expectations in sparring. And he's being hyped up so much that when he does so bad, he's like, why did I do so bad if I'm doing so good in sparring? It's because they're manipulating it. They're going easy on you, Jake. You need to get a better team. Blowjob, yes man Flores ain't gonna help you no more. This guy's a great opponent. I think this is a 60-40 fight. Not as close as the Tommy fight. I think this guy he's bigger than Jake, taller, heavier, older, but still in his prime. Got a good chin, good jab, footwork, head movement. He's tough. He's not going to just go down from one punch like Tyron Woodley did. He hits hard. He's a technical boxer. It's definitely not a bum. I do have respect for Jake for taking this fight. I'm disappointed that the Tommy Fury fight is not happening, but I just want to see Jake Paul box a real boxer. That's all I want to see. Or somebody that is at the same level as him. Obviously, this guy is levels above Jake, and I think that this guy will win by KO or TKO later on, because Jake does not have good cardio. And yeah, I think that Jake will lose this fight. However, there's something about it that I'm like, is he going to win? Because Jake Paul said this.
My brother said the same thing to me. He's like, bro, I don't know if you should do this. Like, what if he accidentally knocks you out?
Why did Jake say accidentally knocked you out, which you can construe in many ways? Is this fight going to be fixed? Is it set up to set up Tommy Fury? Potentially. I don't know. It's a little shady, but again, there's no formal proof, so I can't accept nor deny those thoughts. But I'll consider them. I cannot say that they're there. I have to say it's a real fight, unless I hear otherwise. But I do have, like, Jake could knock the guy out. He could. He's got the power to. And the guy is susceptible to getting hit. He has his hands down a lot, does this. But I think if Jake wins, he will still be proven to not be at the level of that guy. I think he will be losing the fight, and then he'll pull a Deontay Wilder and just knock him out. Like, he'll be the inferior boxer. Like, the superior boxer will get a loss, but the inferior boxer will get the W. And I think that if Jake wins this fight, he's going to have to continue to level up. And I don't know if he's going to want to do that. So I think in this case, unlike Tommy Fury's fight, I think it's ideal and it's best that Jake Paul loses this fight, because everyone expects him to lose this fight. He'll maybe have a no knockout clause in his contract. Obviously, they can't put it that there, but they can insinuate it or so forth, something like that. So that way he loses by points, so he doesn't even get knocked out. So that way people will want to see him fight again, so they can see him get properly KO'd, because that's what people want. They don't want Jake Paul to just lose. They want to see him bloody and on the ground, basically like Tyron Woodley would. So if Jake loses this fight, he can then just wait until KSI is ready to fight him and have that mega fight and then win that and then continue to fight on other opponents that are more low level like Nate Diaz and Conor and not have to go back to boxers. But he'll say, hey, I still did better than y'all thought and I survived. That, I think, is his strategy and his plan. I hope that it's kind of true, because I'd rather have him lose to this guy. But at the same time, I think I'd rather have Jake beat this guy if it means KSI beats him. Because no matter what, if Jake loses to somebody lower tier than a boxer, that's an embarrassment. So it's Jake's put himself in a really weird position. And if he does win, it changes everything about YouTube boxing. It's the first YouTuber to win a fight. Jake silences the haters, the critics. It'll just completely change the game. And I think for KSI, if Jake wins, he's gonna have to fight a boxer. Because if he doesn't, he's not winning that fight, and people won't be interested in it because they'll think, yeah, this is not an even fight. And even as a hardcore KSI fan, I'm like, if he wins this, KSI has a long way to go, and he does not have a lot of time because the more time he gives Jake, the better Jake gets, the better the opponents get. And so I really don't know if like him winning would be great for the KSI fight, but we will see. But yeah, those are my thoughts on it. I think that Jake is gonna lose, and I think that he plans on losing because of what I said. But if he does win, I have no idea what's gonna happen. But that's the video. Like, sub, and comment, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.